Hello. How is everyone doing today? My prayer is that everyone is doing well. Um, One moment here. Thank you, baby. Can I get a piece of tissue? I feel like the Joker. I feel like the Joker. Two are watching. Hello to whoever the two is. Hey, Rainbow. How are you doing, love? Hey, positive pusher. How you doing? She said, "Hello, my love. You look really." Thank you, Rainbow. I'm so sorry I didn't get in today. Y'all forgive me. Let me wipe my face a little taste. Looks like my baby put my lipstick on. Thank you for your patience. Nothing I don't like more than people getting primped. On live. Good morning. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link first, which isn't something that I typically do, but I know Rainbow has been up a while. And it's late. It is probably midnight where she is. Rainbow, there's the link if you want to come up. Today's topic is hey Shay's Journey. Thank you for coming in. The positive push. Yes, that lippy is popping. I'm a lippy girl, so I need to know where to find that. Honey, did I put it over here? Lip bar. Like lip bar has become my go-to for accessories. One, because it's in Target, and so you don't necessarily have to order offline. But two, yesterday I did order offline, and she had buy one get one free on certain what do you call it? Certain colors of lip. She has a variety too of lip stuff. Like there's lip gloss, there's lipstick, there's matte finish, which I'm still trying to work on that. It takes skills to work on that one. And then the different liners. So today I have on Purple Rain lip color. It's a lipstick, but then the lip liner that I'm using is, I think it's called Straight No Chaser. She said, "Tell me you got two of those." I didn't. But I'll get better about, especially posting if something is on sale, because I think the Purple Rain right now, either the Purple Rain or the Crown Me, is on her web page on sale for $8, and it's typically $13 in the store. Oh, and Target has right now buy two. Yesterday they had a 20% off of her products plus buy two lipsticks and you get what was it? Buy two lipsticks, get one, get a $5 gift card. Spend $15 in lipsticks or lip pencils, and you get a $5 gift card. Thank you, Shay. I appreciate it. So I put the link in the chat early just because I know Rainbow is on a different time scale than us, and I wasn't sure if she wanted to come up or not. But today's topic for and I'm not really a lippy girl. Like I'll just put on some clear lip stuff and I'm good. But because I'm on here, I'm trying to do better. Not just because I'm on here. Also, because when I put this purple on, I got, hey twin. I'm married to a wholesome Q and Omega man, and that purple did something to him. So I was like, well, wait a minute, let me put a little more purple on. So I can brighten your day. But the other reason why I support her like I do is because she's a Sora. So yeah, lip bar. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be the lip bar. Thank you, the positive pusher. Positive pusher. Quick question. What do you call your group, your mods, your family? And I'm asking because I'm trying to come up with a name for us over here, and I don't want to take anything that you may be using. I know the last part of mine is going to be tribe, because I just love tribe, but that first part is what we're working on. Okay, so Thoughtful Thursday. Last Thoughtful Thursday, we talked about contacting our parents and just telling them that we love them. So this Thoughtful Thursday, I thought, well, let's get to the root of what being thoughtful is, or what it means to be thoughtful. And so basically it simply means kind of what it says. It's thinking about others. It's doing for others, putting others before you, kind of learning how to empathize, trying to do things to make someone else's spirits light or make someone else's day better. And so thinking about this pandemic and how, everybody's in their home, we have social distancing. Yes, we have FaceTime. Yes, we have Zoom. Yes, we have, what is it? Google Duo. What's up? We have all these different things that YouTube, all these different things that allow us to see our family, friends, people that we can't really see right now. But what are some thoughtful things that we can do tangibly? Something my husband and I were talking about was like, it's hard to send stuff because, you don't want to send an edible arrangement and get the person sick because, hey, Jen, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Because you don't want to get the person sick. And if it's a person with low immune system anyway, then most times they're on like a neutropenic diet, so they can't eat raw food. Then we could say a gift card, but so they could do their own online shopping. But if they're not, if they don't do online shopping, then how would that help? Even with our elders, we try to stay away so that we don't get them sick. And thank you. Is it Ayana Abella? I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We could drop a crossword puzzle or something in the mailbox, or if it's our neighbor and they're older, making sure we take their trash can to the end of the road and back up where they don't have to come out the door. But I'm listening right now to your inspirational talks, love. Thank you. I appreciate you. So like, what are some things that we can do? Tony says that she's going totally stir crazy. Well, she's been in the house since February. I know that you have to be going a little stir crazy. The beauty of it for you is YouTube and getting this whole YouTube community and still being able to stay safe. But even with that, what like do you go outside and walk? And if you don't, you should, like, even if it's in your backyard, go outside and get some fresh air. You need that. I think doing the basic of showing you care how they are coping is thoughtful. Shay's trying to say, yes, that's good. Help others. So, Tony, you mean just calling and checking in, like, hey, just checking on you while we're doing this. I don't say while we're on lockdown, but just checking on you, trying to see if there's anything you need, anything you want to talk about. What I guess more specific. What are some of the basics of showing that you care? Another thing is like, if you're close with your neighbor and your neighbor is, I don't know why I'm stuck on the elderly, but if they're older, asking them to provide you with their grocery list, so that they don't have to go to the grocery store for themselves. Everybody needs toilet paper. Everybody needs tissue. I just think about us being a family of 7, and I'm always thinking about others and how to bless others, and how, for me, is, I use the word thoughtful, but for me, it's so seed sowing, and me just trusting that God is going to replenish. Then change the date. That God is going to replenish whatever has been used or has been taken away. But for everybody, it's not as simple as that. You have some people who are afraid to let some things go. You have some people who are afraid to even go to their neighbor's house to introduce themselves, to even say, how can I help you? So what are some things? Tony says, sent my mom an Instacart order last week. That's good. I remember when we got COVID. It's crazy because I say when we got COVID, because we, like I said, we're a family of 7, and my husband was the one that tested positive. We were all on quarantine, but my daughter's previous behavior center had a technician that had to go and get tested. She just came back from spring break in Florida. This is right at the beginning of things, and we found out that Sunday morning. And so we decided we would go ahead and get tested as adults, because I had been sick and he had been sick, but his sick was a little different. He just had a productive cough. I knew he had been working out faithfully every morning. His body was sore, but he said that the trainer had, upped his workout. So didn't think anything about it. Went ahead and got tested. When we got tested, I had a fever, which, again, that time of the year, I get sick. It never fails. It's sinuses. I don't care how much honey I try to stock up on. I don't care how much tea I drink. My sinuses usually get the best of me, where they have me down a couple of days right around this time of year. So that's what I was charging it to. We go to take the test. I have a temp of like 100 and something. Like, it wasn't 100, it was 100 and something point something. My husband has no temperature whatsoever. I have this dry hacking cough. My husband has a productive cough. My back hurts, but my back always hurts. So not thinking much about that. The next morning, they said it would take 37 days. The next morning, we get our results back. Mine comes back negative. My husband comes back positive. And this is at the beginning of the virus, when people didn't know. So I was instructed not to sleep in the same room with my husband. I was instructed to not use the same bathroom as my husband, to isolate him as best I could from the remainder of the house. My brother-in-law had to step in because my husband and my brother-in-law share nights with my mother-in-law. And so he had to take on that entire time, which I know that was hard on him. And just because you have a wife, family, all that. And then me trying to keep Desi, a little girl that don't understand, that loves her daddy, away from her daddy. It got so bad with her and him that I just had to give up. It was like, if she catch it, God, you're just gonna have to get us through it, because I couldn't keep her separated from him. And but we had thoughtful friends. We had friends that brought us food. I'm talking, and we're a family of 7. We had friends that brought us meals, cooked meals, enough for all of us. Um, we had family members that ordered stuff, that live in Arizona, that live in the UK, that lives in North Carolina, that emailed us things from Amazon so that we could have enough snacking food. Andre, the only thing he was really doing was um, drinking fluids. And for whatever reason, coconut water was his thing, though it's nasty, but it got him through. So they were sending extra coconut water. And then here's the thoughtful part. One of my cousins sent us a care package, and in that care package, she added some elderberry. She added some women vitamins for me. She added some calming tea. Like, it was a very thoughtful package. And I just have to wonder, in this era, are we making sure that we instill in our children, in those that we raise, the importance of being thoughtful, the importance of thinking of someone other than yourself? Because right now, society tells us, put you first. It's all about you. It's all about you. But sometimes you have to make sacrifices for others. See, Derek came in and never late to the party, even if he said it. Shay's Journey said, I need to get out the house myself. I've been stuck since April. And here's the thing, y'all. Like, so let me say this, and this is my unprofessional opinion. But trust me, this is somebody who watched her husband, who worried about him, who set up 48 hours. I even made my husband go outside. When he got to the point where he was coughing and hacking, I got him up. He put the mask on. I said, let's walk. Why? Because your lungs need to get some fresh air. They need to move around. They need to know that you're moving around. The one thing that has been consistently said about this disease or this virus, and my husband and I both can attest to it. Chris Como said it. A couple of people, the guy that helped me, and I'm gonna have to find him. I need to find him and interview him, that helped me stay ahead with my husband. He said it. He said, this disease wants to take over your body, and it wants to kill you. And if you lay there and let it do it, it will. And so I know he thought I was crazy, because it was so insensitive. Like, it felt so insensitive to hear him coughing and say, he shook his head, yeah. To hear him coughing, I'm like, okay, get up. But I wasn't about to be no widow. So I had to do what I had to do to keep my husband here. But those that were so thoughtful, I'm talking, y'all, tea that I had never heard of. Some greens, but it's I don't like to eat breakfast. And so it's an effervescent green, smooth, like you put it in your water and that's your greens for the day. I mean, thoughtful stuff, probiotics, things that I just wouldn't have even thought about, but that was thoughtful, and it was things that would help me. Tony said, exactly. Tony, you're gonna have to teach me how to do the Instacart, because I hadn't done one yet. Dre said, phone calls and be intentional in asking what's the need. They know their needs more than you will. Genuine help. That is fact. That is fact. Even with being thoughtful, because what I think is thoughtful, someone else may not think is thoughtful. A good example, and I can use this because I was in her stream this morning. And so let me show y'all know that I plugged her. But let me show you a show. When I went in there this morning, and I've never caught one of her lives, but when I say she blessed me today, if you've not seen that live, go back and see that live. Miss Yo-Yo said, don't share me out. Though I had already shared her out, and I think somebody else shared her out. And it wasn't a straight don't share me out, but she just said, because that's more for me. If you bring in 5 people and 5 people are just coming over to see me, and then instead of me trying to, us being able to talk and have that genuine dialogue, then that's not what I want. Well, in my mind, I'm thinking, if I share it out, it'll bring more people, and that'll help her. So you see how that's thoughtful on one end, where I'm thinking that's thoughtful, and then on the other end, it may be putting more pressure on her, because as she stated, she likes to run her business in a way that she can control and manage how things flow. And I understand it. And so for me, this morning was like, whoa. Another thing, and this is just because we're content creators. Um, I have blessed people both through Cash App and Super Chat. I've heard content creators say, do not send anything through my Super Chat, because I don't want to give YouTube any money. And I've had content creators to say, send it to me through my Cash App, through my Super Chat, because that's how other members realize that it's there. Two different opinions, right? So I'm being thoughtful on both hands. But if that's not what that person needs, then even though I'm thinking I'm being thoughtful, my thoughtfulness isn't as helpful as I want it to be. So it's not effective, if that makes sense. Hey, Angela M., I love you, sister love. Derek, you're not late. The positive pusher says, I've been checking on those that are close to me, like my hairstylist. Yes, my nail tech. Honey, I call my nail tech. I pray for her. And she's back open. But because of the vulnerable people in my home, I can't do it. I can't take the chance. So, I know y'all, I'm still very much a quarantine person. I know that y'all will see me. You saw me camping. You may see a video of me in our friend's backyard. That's all we hang out with. You may see some of my cousins over here. Well, that's because we are all kind of doing the same thing, but just out in public. I hate the grocery store. My husband will tell you, I hate the grocery store. I love Target. Target has become my quarantine friend. For so many reasons. I went there yesterday and I was back in there again today. Oh, I don't know how I got on Target, but I love Target. Nail tech, etc., that were out of jobs or business is now slow to still support them financially. Yes. So the positive pusher, let me tell you, our budget has shifted because our life has shifted. But I have sent my nail technician, now hair, I'm my hairstylist, but my nail technician, I have sent her money just off the cuff, because I know you still have to survive. My hairstylist, I have not, because again, technically I do my own hair, and the barber only is my cousin, but I still support with my other children. But my hairstylist, I have not. So thank you for putting that on my mind for Thoughtful Thursday. Thank you, positive pusher. I will be sending April a small token of love. Though she probably won't do my hair until the end of the year or next year, because I'm not going to blow it out anytime soon. And I've let it grow too long now to go get it cut. So just have to go on with it. The undisputed YouTube party starter, Miss Yolanda. Yes. Andre, really? So Dre said, Target is germy. You should stay out of there. Target is so clean. Target has people at the door with spray stuff. Target is spraying down baskets. Target is limiting the people that come in. Target has red footsteps for you to stand in line. Target has plastic over the where you use the keypad. Target has shields up. Target employees are wearing masks. Target is Target. Target is really safe right now. Somebody send this to Target so that I can get reimbursed for this good commercial that I gave them for the free. But Target has been in there still keeping their employees on as best they can. And Target employs individuals with different abilities. Walmart does it too. But Target does it, and Target does it right. I'm gonna let that be. Effervescent, bubbly. Yeah, it's an effervescent green. I still hadn't tasted it yet. I'm going to, because my struggle has been, my husband told me, sent me an email yesterday. Hold on, he said, but all of the coughing people, you should really stay out of there, please. What coughing people? I didn't even hear anybody cough today. Is somebody cough today at Target? No. Yeah, I can't fool with him. I love that man so much though. She like I'm telling you, let me go ahead and put this link in here. If y'all didn't see the Miss Yo-Yo show today, I shared it on my community wall as well. But go back and watch it. And I'm not just saying that to be saying that. She preached a word this morning. That's the best thing I can say. Her topic was push yourself to do one more thing each day. Let me get the link. There's her link. When I tell you she really, really blessed me this morning, push yourself to do one more thing. But one other thing that she said was, if the video can never go viral if it's never made. Yep. Did y'all hear that? Ms. Yo-Yo said the video can never go viral if the video is never made. She don't know that she whooped me with 3 switches braided up today. I didn't even just really get to tell her that. I'm going back to watch it for a third time. That's just how much it blessed me. Not just even for YouTube, but for life. There are things in life that I have to accomplish. I have to finish. Hey, Mr. Fulton. Target is not Jeremy. Hey, the Blind Guy Show. How you doing? I enjoyed seeing you in Vermont Painting Photos. I enjoyed seeing you in the TR show. I feel like we really hung out yesterday. Mr. Fulton, thank you so much for sharing me out. God, we come to you right now in the name of Jesus, thanking you for Mr. Fulton. God, we come praying right now for his stomach pains. God, we ask that you ease up the pain that he's experiencing. God, we do know that in individuals with autism, they often have gut issues and gut pain. And so, God, one, we thank you in advance, and we thank you that Mr. Fulton has the ability to express the pain that he's feeling. And God, we ask that it's nothing severe, God. We ask that it's something that can be cured with something as simple as drinking a lot of water. But in the meantime, God, I ask you to do what I know you to do, which is to heal, deliver, and set free. And so, God, I thank you in advance for Mr. Fulton. I thank you for placing him in my life. And I thank you, God, for already healing his body. And it's in Jesus' name that I pray this prayer and all of the prayers. Amen. I pray you feel better, Mr. Fulton. I honestly do. And if it continues to go on too long, which I believe your mom will do it, but go to the doctor. Derek C. Williams says, my biggest concern is the freedom piece. A child born today will never know a time where folks didn't wear masks or intentionally be distanced from their fellow humans. No, that's not true, Derek. Because think about was it the Asian flu? I don't want to.
SARS.
No, no, it was something that happened in 1920. But there are pictures of it. Let me see if I can pull these pictures up. Um, Hold on, y'all. Pandemic 1920. I think it was, but they weren't calling it influenza. Spanish flu. That's what it was. Which was what is today called H1N1, which I do not take a one quick second. Let me share my screen with you guys. Can you hear me well? Okay. All right. So this is in 1918, and it was the flu pandemic then. But the piece that I really want you guys to focus on is, let me see if I can get myself in a corner a little bit more. Well, yeah, y'all don't have to see me. The part that I want us to focus on is, look at them. They have on masks. This is the H1N1, which is what is considered just the regular flu now. But this is they're in their mask. They're fully gowned. Let me see if I can get more photos. That's the Red Cross. I mean, is this not similar to what's going on now? This is the local barbershop in Cincinnati. Keep your bedroom windows open. Prevent. How does that prevent that? Okay. But I mean, this is more so me just showing that we're not going to be in masks forever. Babe, where's that bag that I bought today? And it's in there. And I bought it because it made me think about Derek. It's in the bathroom. But I just have to believe that this isn't. Hold on, this is me going checking something from 1991. You still didn't see it? Oh, right here beside me. Photos was what I wanted. I guess I got what I wanted. Are you still able to see the screen? Okay, yeah. Here's another one. So these are just images. But what you see, mask, 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 mask. When you know it, more mask. Now I'm going down a rabbit hole. Is is no, the BBK will call it. What date was this article? This article was written in March of this year. So let's see what it says, because we're in what, June now? July. Jeez. Jeez. Yeah. Coronavirus is very different from the Spanish flu of 1918. Here's how. The fear is similar, but the medical reality is not. And this is coming from the New York Times. And this is written by Gina Colada. And in this photo, it is Seattle policemen wearing protective gauze face masks during the influenza pandemic, 1918. Time Life Pictures Archives. Okay. It says, it was a disease so awful that it terrified people for generations. The 1918 flu pandemic, thought to be the deadliest in human history, killed at least 50 million people worldwide, the equivalent of 200 million today, with 500,000 of those in the United States. It spread to every part of the world, affecting populations in Japan, Argentina, Germany, and dozens of other countries. Maybe most alarmingly, a majority of those killed by the disease were in the prime of life, often in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, rather than older people weakened by other medical conditions. As the coronavirus spreads around the world and public anxiety spike, comparisons between today's situation and the Spanish flu pandemic of 1918 are proliferating in journalistic outlets and on social media. While the fearful atmosphere, surgical masks, stockpiling of food, and avoidance of public gatherings, and potential economic ramifications are like those of 1918, the medical reality is quite different. There's more masks. I'm assuming they're nurses. These are schoolgirls. It says nurses often walked into scenes resembling those of the plague years of the 14th century, wrote the historian Alfred W. Crosby in America's Forgotten Pandemic. One nurse found a husband dead in the same room where his wife lay with newly born twins. It had been 24 hours since the death and the births, and the wife had had no food but an apple, which happened to lie within reach. In 1918, the world was a very different place. Even without the disruptive influence of World War I, doctors knew viruses existed but had never seen one. There were no electron microscopes, and the genetic material of viruses had not yet been discovered. Today, however, researchers not only know how to isolate a virus, but can find its genetic sequence, test antiviral drugs, and develop a vaccine. In 1918, it was impossible to test people with mild symptoms so that they could self quarantine. And it was nearly impossible to do contact tracing because the flu seemed to infect and panic entire cities and communities all at once. Moreover, there was little protective equipment for healthcare workers, and the supportive care with respirators that can be provided to people very ill with coronavirus did not exist. With a case fatality rate of at least 2.5%, the 1918 flu was far more deadly than the ordinary flu, and it was so infectious that it spread widely, which meant the number of deaths soared. Researchers believe the 1918 flu spared older people because they had some immunity to it. They theorized that decades earlier there had been a version of that virus, one that was not as lethal and spread like an ordinary flu. The older people living in 1918 would have been exposed to the less lethal flu and develop antibodies. As for children, most viral illnesses, measles, chickenpox, are more deadly in young adults, which may explain why the youngest were spared in the 1918 epidemic. Regardless of the reason, it was a disaster for life expectancy, which plummeted. In 1917, life expectancy in the United States was 51 years. That's not a long time. It was the same in 1919, but in 1918, it was just 39 years. The new coronavirus tends to kill older people and those with underlying medical conditions, and it does not seem to kill children. Well, this was March, so we know all that is different now. All of which means it will have far less effect, if any, on life expectancy. Well, again, this was written in March. To prevent influenza, do not take any person's breath. Keep the mouth and teeth clean. Avoid those that cough and sneeze. Do not visit poorly ventilated places. Keep warm. Get fresh air in sunshine. Do not use common drinking cups, towels, etc. Cover your mouth when you cough and sneeze. Avoid worry, fear, and fatigue. Stay at home if you have a cold. Walk to your work or office. In sick rooms, wear a gauze mask like in illustration. And just to sum up her article, she says, what the current situation does not have in common with 1918, though, is the tenor of public concern. Among the first places the 1918 flu arrived in the United States was Fort Devens near Boston. So many young soldiers were sick and so many were dying that the Surgeon General sent 4 of the nation's leading doctors to investigate. Yeah, we're not going to get into that. So, what led me there? Derek. And his statement of kids, his biggest concern being that is the freedom piece. A child born today will never know a time where folks didn't wear a mask or intentionally be distanced from their fellow humans. No return to normal. I don't agree with that. I do think that we are going to get some sort of normal. What that normal is going to look like, I don't know. But Derek, today I bought this. I can't buy you one because then it'll be a merce, and you don't need a merce. So I can't say, like you say, you're a card carrying pessimist. I'm a bag toting optimist, and it's big enough for me to put some of your stuff in here too. Okay, I got us. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be positive, and we're gonna be good, right? Let's see. The Blind Guy Show says you won't catch me in any sort at all. I can't social distance unless I swing my cane around. What? The Blind Guy Show, I'm not laughing at you. Okay, I'm laughing with you on this one because you put it out there in LOL in the little blind man walking with the stick. Honey, I just wish I lived in the area with you so that I could go and record for you, because the amount of hilariousness that will come through there, but you ain't got to worry about nobody coming up close to you, coughing near you, standing by you. Just even while you're in line, just swing your stick because you're in line, and that's how you keep your 6 feet. Hey, CeeLo. Dre, you slipping. Hey, Modest. Guess what I bought today, baby? Shoestring. She already said that. Who's it? Oh, I told her. Ouch, not the braided switch. It must have been good. It was good. Positive push. I'm telling you. It was good. She braided that switch up and tore my legs up. She don't even know she tore my legs up. But I just told her she blessed me, and she did. Off camera, I'll let her know that not only she blessed me, but she gave me the lashing that I needed. Yeah. She said, look like you no, this isn't a shoestring. This is just one of those headbands, but I'm not buying them more. I bet you sure won't be spending $7 to $10 on a good headband that only lasts about a week to 2 weeks before it's fully stretched out and then it pop again. No, ma'am, I bought me two shoestrings today. Amen. Touch his body. Hi, is it Jeanne's vlog? Thank you so much. I saw your live stream from Jen. Oh, thank you, Jen. Thank you. And thank you for coming in. I'll make sure that I come over, check out your content and get connected back with you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I will make sure that Derek says, host, at the rate we're going and all the mask police, the sheer fear that has gripped folks is very possible. I hope it's not like that, but very possible. I mean, there's always possibility, but I don't see it that way in who the mask police. Because if you're just talking about regular folk that I ain't got no authority, handle your business, bro. Okay, positive for sure. Thank you. I always reference the Marburg virus. Never heard of it. Regarded as the deadliest on earth. This thing is nothing when we realize world government play with this stuff. Imagine that being released. Okay, so Derek, that part I don't disagree with you on. Like, I've always said that I felt like there's different agendas behind it. When they were saying it came from a bed, I was saying a lie, man-made. They're saying it wasn't airborne, a lie. You can breathe it in. Like, and I didn't say it with any scientific knowledge. It just it didn't make sense to me. And I think, Lord, this is a whole nother subject. But I think we often talk about how this generation of students, like, where's their critical thinking skills? I think that it was intentionally removed. And so we're quick to say common sense isn't so common anymore, but it really hadn't been fully taught. And if we're not careful, God help me, baby, write that note down so I can talk to the kids. If we're not careful about making sure that our younger generation understand the importance of critical thinking things through, not just accepting what someone tells you, but researching for yourself, then we're going to be in trouble. Big trouble. And that's where we have to be concerned, because right now that's what the school is pushing out children who think the exact same way because they've been taught to think the exact same way. And that's frightening. If governments acted crazy over this, imagine that response. Hopeful, but just watch how utterly frightened folks are. I think in 15 years, folks will be back and chuckle. Not that long. The Blind Guy Show. It is definitely a different world today, Derek. I also fear for the next generation. I hadn't even read that Blind Guy. And yep. Derek says, I was reading in March 2020, 2 million dead in America by July from this thing. Nowhere close. We in a million though. Nowhere close. Yet our economy is wrecked and life as we know it probably disrupted for the foreseeable future. And so I don't know. I know we're well in the million. That prediction may have been off for now, but may catch up later. What I do know is that here, day before last, we had 520 something cases in our county. New cases, something is not right. Neil Ferguson of Imperial College, UK, estimated 500,000 dead in the UK. Nowhere close. He said lockdown was necessary. He broke his own rules to have sex with his married girlfriend. Send the link, Derek. Send the link. Derek says, I'm an optimist, host. I feel we're being played, which makes me research. As an example, I went live from Chili's, mask to go in. I sit down, mask off. Did the virus dissipate? Game. Now, I don't call that game being ran. I really call that people just ain't thinking that thing through, because the same thing, we went to brunch and I had to have on a mask to come inside the building. But once I'm in the building and I'm at my table, I can take the mask off. And so it's like, yeah, that's not making good sense. And so I can see how that also causes people to not take it serious, because some of the rules aren't like, some of the rules are like, hey, my Kimmy, how are you doing, girl? Some of the rules are just like, what? So I don't think it's game being ran. I just honestly think it's people who don't know what they're doing. Derek says agreed. Objective thought dead, which is why I said very possible with my comments, but proceed with being thoughtful. Dropping the link for you, Derek. How are you doing today, my Kimmy? I'll check that out, Derek. Did you rest well? And Derek, I wouldn't know that you're a card carrying pessimist had you not have said it on your video. You said it on your video. Aw, how many kids do you have? So I thought Derek was gonna come on up. So again, during these times, things that we can do to be thoughtful. I love what the positive pusher said. I have done that. Also, if you have family members that's in other states that don't have access to babysitting, gotcha. That don't have access to certain cleaning supplies, certain masks, but they need them because they're sick or because their immune system is low, and you can find it and send it to them because they don't need to be out. Another thoughtful thing to do, and this is me just being 100, support a small business right now. Like, many of them, their doors are still closed, but their online options are still open. Support a small business right now. Is Shay's Journey still in here? Yeah, Rainbow 99 has a new song. It's a silent prayer, a prayer in silence by Isabel Iris, and it's on Spotify, Apple, anywhere you can get music. I suggest you download it, and it is definitely worth having in your life. We were trying to figure out her sound, and it's so unique. You hear a little Kareem Bailey Ray, but it's Derek says going to lunch in about 10 minutes, host, but we can dialogue another time. Whatever is clever. You already know, my guy. Card carrying pessimist who scours the internet in search of the truth. Vet everything. 100. Dre says we are and have been inconsistent with this virus. Absolutely. The virus is real and it is still killing people at whatever rate. We must acknowledge on all points of the virus. Some will live, some will not. That's fact.
We must be knowledgeable.
Oh, okay. Derek Williams says another Bubble Bistro run soon, host. I'm optimistic about that company. Yes, sir. I stay optimistic about the company. Dre is a little optimistic about it too. He loves the Bubble Bistro. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, Dre, I gotta get it. So yeah, Bubble Bistro, yes. Especially if you're dealing with some stressful issues. And this is a stressful time, so you can go and relax and take your nice bath with the bath bomb and your different sugar scrubs and bath salts, and then lather up with your what do you call it? The different body oils that smell so delicious. Ooh. Yeah, Bubba Mistro makes me love myself. It does, it does. Make sure I caught everybody. I pray that Mr. Fulton is doing okay. And I don't apologize if it offends anyone. But if someone asks me to pray, I stop and pray so that I don't have to remember to do it later. And that may sound, oh, that's just about you. No, I have severe ADHD. I can write it down and I will still say, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, and I'll put it off. And so pray to, that's fine. Just join me in prayer. Derek loves Bubba Bistro already, as you should, as you should. Thank you, Derek. Derek says, just so we're clear, numbers right now in the U.S., 154,000 dead, 2 million recovered. Okay. So they said 2 million would be dead by now, or 2 million would be infected. Because I was thinking you were referencing like infected. Derek, you would be surprised. I have been pulled aside before for saying grace and ending it in Jesus' name with a group of people that I love in the house of someone that is Christian. So yeah, you would be surprised. I did just pop my lips. Do it again, just in case somebody with who like ASMR is listening as well. Yes, 2 million dead here, 500,000 in the UK. Okay, Wayne's a slot. What's up, buddy? You have a blessed day as well. And Wayne, I need you to tell me the type of tickets or the slot to go to. One of the two, because I'm not coming out good here. Okay.
Different everywhere.
My husband said they're different everywhere, Isha. Well, I don't know. I told Mama, I was like, look, tomorrow is 31st. I just keep getting tickets back. Let me tell you, Derek. Let me tell you. Is it is it actually means the name of it. This is what I'm trying to get because I always mess it up. The acronym. Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. One quick second. Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And so let me share this with you guys. I'm going to share it because Derek asked. And y'all know I'm all about educating us, learning a new something. Now, I don't know how reputable this source is. However, or as my grandma say, what's a never? It talks about YouTube in this because this is like people are really growing on YouTube doing this if this is the area you want to be in. But ASMR explained why millions of people are watching YouTube videos with someone whispering. And so they literally be like this when they're talking to you. And then they make sure that they say, I have to do this and I have to do that. What do you think about that over there? Or they're eating something. I don't have any food right here, but they'll eat it in the mic and they'll crunch real slow, like crunch, crunch. Or, and I hate that sound, but there are people who can do so much with that sound. Millions of people have watched a woman whispering into a camera. She doesn't do anything particularly interesting. She just whispers in a melodic voice and makes seemingly random hand movements. Yet millions of people are mesmerized by it. For someone who's unfamiliar with the phenomenon, this might trigger one question: what the hell is going on? This is the world of ASMR, Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. In this corner of the internet, dozens of video makers record themselves doing something as simple as whispering to elaborate sci-fi role plays and developing storylines about time travel and demons, and millions of viewers gobble it all up. As one of those regular viewers, let me explain what's going on. One, what is ASMR? ASMR is the term for the sensation people get when they watch stimulating videos or take part in other activities, usually ones that involve personal attraction. Many people describe the feeling as tingles, definitely, that run through the back of someone's head and spine. Others say the feeling is deeply relaxing and can cause them to fall asleep. Mhm. Okay. Um, And so let's talk about this, and then we're going to actually go. This is wait, what? So how does it work? Um, so let me talk about my daughter because this is a good one. Um, so spraying a water bottle, tapping, stirring a bowl of soup, crinkling wrapping paper, um, acting like a doctor, getting haircut. The part that I want to put out the most, the feeling isn't usually a sexual feeling. Um, and so there are videos where people literally um, have, what do you call it, pour marbles out, just, and my daughter will watch it for hours on hours. Or the beads that you drop in the water. um hey, Mo Nicole, how are you? She said it's irritating to me, so irritating. It's like I don't know. Mo Nicole, thank you so much for coming in. Thanks for coming back, Positive Pusher. um she said it's irritating me very, in the slurping of noodles, people smacking, chewing with their mouth full. But some people love it. Like my daughter loves to hear water pour. She'll watch, like, if the video has probably like 2 million, my daughter has probably watched it 1 million. I mean, I'll give it 500,000 of those times, over and over and over, all because of the sound. It just does something calming, relaxing for them. Me, I was in class one day. Mind you, I have ADHD. I'm in class one day, and I thought the young lady was typing. This is all I heard. I'm getting just as fast, and I was already in the back of the room, which I hate because it's hard for me to hear. And she just, and it went on the entire class, and the teacher's 80-some years old, so he already didn't talk loud. And so finally I looked back, y'all, she was not typing. She was just tapping on the baby. That's when I realized, as an adult, I mean, I was going to school during the day, on campus during the day, but I I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
I think we had an internet reset or something.
Hold on. I have no idea what just happened. Are y'all still with me? It says 10 is still here. Um, I was too ashamed to ask her, but a female ice skating ASMR girl is connected to me. She be crunching too. Yeah, I'm sorry. We have had to transition from my laptop to my cell phone. So hopefully you guys can see and hear me well. Okay. Hopefully. Thumbs up the live for our lovely host. Thank you so much. And I think I told Monaco it's irritating to me too. We were frozen. We were frozen. I don't know what's going on. My husband says we're in an internet reset, but yeah, I don't know what happened. So, what we are going to do today, since the internet is trying to cut up, I do come back on tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time. Tonight, Derek, are you still here? If you're here, can you put TR's link in? If not, the positive pusher, can you put TR's link in, please? Or Tony Damien, either or. It's still doing it. Okay, yeah. But tonight's topic will be about our legacy and what will our legacy be? Will we carry on any of the legacy that was previously um, provided to us for us? And legacy isn't just tangible things, but it's the knowledge passed on. Okay, if you can do it, that'll be cool, Tony. Share TR stuff. Hey, RGG! And Dre just left out of the room. Oh, man. He literally just walked out of the room. Let me see. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all, this YouTube thing is real. You heard me. How are you doing, real giveaway guy? I have got to find time to actually just get into one of your lives. It keep going out. Okay. Hopefully I'm back. So tonight we're going to talk about legacy and what does it mean to us? Does it mean anything to us? Dre said, but I'm still here. Yes, you are, babe. And so we'll talk about that tonight at 7 p.m. If you guys could do me one of the hugest favors, Miss Kimmy Unstoppable has, I'm sorry, come on, read Unstoppable. I call her my Kimmy, has put TR's link in the chat. If you guys would be so kind to go and raid him and just, like, I don't want to say an Aisha raid. I don't want to say charade. Say, y'all have any ideas of what we could say? I don't want to say an Aisha raid. Put thoughtful raid. Yeah. Thoughtful Thursday raid. And the link is in the bottom. And I will see you guys tonight. I'm actually headed over to the TR show too to hang out with the royal family for a while. If you're having any type of, I like Derek. I like an Aisha invasion. I like. I like. I like. But if you guys are in a bad spot, not feeling too good, hopefully I'm not gonna regret saying what I said, because if TR is upset, then we're all gonna be in for it. But positive raid, yes, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Positive raid. That's it. Positive raid. Go over positive raid. I pray that CR had a great night's sleep, that he is in one of his jovial moods today, because I promise you that man is something about his spirit and the connection that he and SF Rose has, that and then the connection that they have with those even in the chat, that will brighten even you on your darkest day. Later, Mo Nicole, we have got to connect, honey. We're in the same city. We have got to connect. You have a wonderful Thursday too, my Kimmy. Positive Baker, we can go in and say positive rate. I'm down with it. I'm down with it. So I love you guys, sending lots of joy, peace, love, happiness your way. If that's what you want to put, I'm going in with positive rate. It's fine. I will see y'all tonight at 7, and come prepared. Think about it. Think about your legacy and what you want your legacy to be. What do you want your grandchildren, great grandchildren to say about you? Yeah, that'll be some good stuff to talk about. Respect due to you as well, Derek. Have a great day at work. And I hope to see you later as well. I love you guys, and we're going in with a positive raid. Bye.